come. But the police have taken Srinivas into custody. As you rightly pointed out, he has been booked under Section 4 and 6 of the POCSO, and also Section 376 for rape as well, Akshita. So this all happened on the 27th. It's suspected it happened somewhere between 5 and 7 o'clock. At about 6 o'clock, that was when the incident actually came to light.
Right, Deepak, stay with us. We'll come back to you. But meanwhile, let's listen into what Additional Commissioner Alok Kumar had to say.
A case of rape has been registered in Kamakshi Palia police station limit yesterday at around 9:30 hours. All senior officers, including me, we have visited the spot and spoken to the victim child. She is of 7 years of age and she is studying in 2nd standard. Her mother is working in a garment factory and she has appointed one ayah for taking her and dropping her at home. But normally the mother of the child, she comes around 4 o'clock. So for 1 hour she stays in Aya's house. So that on that unfortunate day when she was at Aya's place, the son of that Ayah, he has committed this act. And we have immediately arrested that person, and now we'll take him to police custody and interrogate him if there is any previous conduct. That person is of around 28 years of age, named Sina, and he is a carpenter by profession. So if there is any other offence, we'll see. And right now the case has been registered under 376 and POCSO Act Section 3, 4 and 9.
That was the Additional Commissioner, Mr. Alok Kumar, giving us the details about the case. City Police Commissioner M.N. Reddy also spoke about the incident. Here's what he had to say about it.
A girl of about 7 years of age who was in her ayah's house at that point in time is alleged to have been raped by the ayah's son, who is 28-year-old. So we have already arrested the accused. Investigation will continue.
And some proactiveness by the police there. They've gone ahead and already arrested the accused. Coming back to you, Deepak, any word on whether the ayah was around when the incident took place?
Akshita, see, this is an incident which happened when she was not at home. That particular day, she had gone out for some reason. She had about 1 hour to 1.5 hours. She was not at home, Akshita, and her son usually used to be at home. But then it was always in the presence of this particular lady. But on this particular day, it is on the 27th, she had gone out for some reason. And considering the fact that her son is also at home, she thought that this little girl would be safe. Assuming the girl would be safe, she has left the little one, the 7-year-old one, at home and gone. So, but little did she know that her son would turn out to do something so horrific, Akshita.
Right, Deepak. Also, any word on the kind of cases slapped against Srinivas?
As of now, the police are waiting for the medical examination to completely verify, but as of now, they're contemplating to book him under Section 376, that is for rape, as well as under the POCSO Act as well. He will be booked under Sections 4 and 6, Akshita. So these are the sections that we're looking at. Now, the medical report, once it is in and the investigation is complete, we will get a confirmation as to exactly what are the sections under which he will be booked for this particular act, Akshita.
Right, Deepak, thank you so much for joining us with all those details. Quite clearly, yet another rape shocker coming to light. This time around, a 7-year-old girl being victimized. It is understood that there was an ayah who was the victim's neighbor, and the little girl was in that ayah's house. It is understood that the mother would come and usually pick her up at about 4 in the evening. Now, the ayah is said to have left home, left the child with her son, not thinking that such a horrific incident would take place. Now, the son, the 28-year-old Srinivas, is said to have committed this horrific crime. The little girl was in fact found bleeding soon after by her parents, and they immediately lodged a complaint. The incident took place on 27th July, and we understand that 28-year-old Srinivas has been taken into custody. And the rape shockers continue. In another case, a man was arrested for raping his worker at Hebbur in Tumkur. The accused has been identified as 40-year-old Devraj. Devraj is accused of raping the victim repeatedly at his farm. He was the owner and she reportedly worked for him in this particular farm. He threatened her of dire consequences if she spoke about the incident to anyone, which is why, despite being repeatedly raped, she refused to speak up about the same. And in another shocking incident, a 19-year-old has been raped by a 24-year-old man. The accused has been identified as Mobu Chauhan. A complaint has been registered against the accused, but Mobu Chauhan is currently absconding. Meanwhile, the victim has been admitted to the district hospital. And that's not all. A mentally challenged young woman in Kolar has been allegedly raped by a 36-year-old. Marappa has been arrested by the jurisdictional police for going ahead and raping a mentally challenged woman in Kolar. So, of course, 4 incidents of rape coming to light today, all of them equally gruesome. And here in Bengaluru, yet another minor, a 7-year-old, being targeted. Welcome back. Well, 15 persons have died and nearly 150 are trapped in a landslide at a village called Ambegaon near Pune. The landslide happened after a hillside was washed out due to incessant rains. More than 100 NDRF personnel have been deputed for the rescue operations. In fact, as you can see there, it looks like everything's pretty much washed out. It has been confirmed that there are several houses trapped, nearly 45 houses said to be buried due to that particular landslide. 150 people are feared trapped. Already 15 deaths have come to light. It is understood that this was due to incessant rains that the landslide took place, and of course the death toll could mount in the coming days. NDRF personnel are currently out there going ahead and conducting rescue operations. As you can see, this is of course in a small village called Ambegaon in Pune. Ambulance is being rushed there to go ahead and help people present out there. We understand that they are as of now starting their rescue operations, trying to go ahead and pull out as many people as they can. Nearly 45 houses buried there, and this includes small children as well. And of course, considering that it is raining, there's a lot of mud, they're not going to be able to breathe for long underneath all that debris, which is why the NDRF personnel are working against time to ensure that they rescue all those who are trapped in that debris. And Chief Minister Siddaramaiah will expand his cabinet soon. The Chief Minister has decided to do so as 4 ministerial berths are still lying vacant. He will reportedly hold a discussion with the Congress High Command and then arrive at a decision on who to take in his cabinet. This has been in the offing for quite some time now. The Chief Minister has hinted that there will be an expansion in the days to come, and rightly so. Now he has gone ahead and stated that after consulting with the Congress High Command, he will go ahead and expand his cabinet, considering that there are 4 ministerial berths which are vacant. And well, Thanjavur District Court today delivered its verdict in the 2004 Kumbakonam school fire tragedy case, which claimed the lives of 94 school children and injured 18 others nearly a decade ago. Pronouncing the verdict, the court held 10 persons, including the school owner, the headmistress and principal, guilty for the 2004 tragedy and acquitted 11 others for the lack of concrete evidence. Well, the tragedy occurred on July 16, 2004, when a fire broke out in the school's kitchen, which was used to prepare midday meals for the children and then spread to the first floor due to the school's thatched roof. Well, the tragedy claims the lives of 94 children, all between the ages of 5 to 9. After preliminary investigation, it was found that the school teachers had abandoned the children stuck in the fire. So 10 people have been convicted, 11 others acquitted is what we understand. What we have to keep in mind is that it's been 10 years. In fact, what you see on your screens there are in fact visuals from right outside the Thanjavur court, where parents had gathered in huge numbers to see if finally after so many years they will be able to move past the incident, feeling that in fact justice has been served. In fact, it is understood that the court held 10 persons, including the school owner, guilty, and 11 others were acquitted for the lack of concrete evidence. In fact, it came to light soon after the incident that 3 schools, including a government-aided institution, functioned in the same building even without a municipal license. And all the authorities from various departments had certified the school's building structural stability, sanitation and student strength without making a single visit. And of course, it is understood that the Special Public Prosecutor Madhusudanan had earlier stated that the prosecution will press for maximum punishment for the accused in the case. The quantum of punishment is yet to be pronounced. And in what comes as a shocking twist to the Kanpur murder, husband Piyush Shyam has confessed to plotting the murder of his wife. It is understood that Piyush confessed to the crime after he was taken into custody by the police due to several discrepancies in his statement. The police also spoke to Piyush's girlfriend, and that's when the truth was revealed. Besides that, a report said that CCTV footage showed Piyush wearing different outfit in the restaurant when he was dining with Jyoti and at the time of lodging a report with the police. It has also emerged that Piyush had called the police an hour after the incident took place. Jyoti was brutally murdered by bike-borne miscreants late on Sunday night when she was with her husband Piyush. And well, Piyush, of course, has been found to have plotted his wife's murder. In fact, one of the bike-borne miscreants who had committed the murder was his driver. And while the man is absconding, the police are now trying to find out exactly what Piyush offered him to go ahead and commit the act. In fact, a crying Piyush was saying that he doesn't know what happened, but in actuality, he was responsible for it. The police discovered this when, in fact, they found that several points of his statement did not really match up, did not really add up, considering, of course, that he called the police 1 hour after the incident took place. He was wearing different clothes from when he was with Jyoti and after. And also, it is understood that the police, upon investigation on his phone, found that he had exchanged several text messages with another woman who they discovered was his girlfriend. And Galata has erupted in Lok Sabha over the alleged police inaction against Marathi people in Belagavi. Karnataka and Maharashtra MPs are indulging in a war of words.
At that time, action is being taken, and I urge both the people, Marathi and Kannada people, they are living in harmony. I urge to remain peacefully, both of them, and I once again tell that Belagaum and part of the Belagaum remaining thousands of villages, they remain in Karnataka, madam, till the time sun and moon.
Shiv Sena's Arvind Sawant urged the centre to make Belagavi a union territory. Dharwad BJP MP Prahlad Joshi countered Sawant and said that Belagavi is an integral part of Karnataka.
स्पीकर महोदय, आज हम क्वेश्चन आवर से पहले ही